University of Texas backup quarterback Maalik Murphy's impending dive into the NCAA Transfer Portal was not unexpected, but now that it's happening, it brings up questions. There are questions now, specifically in regard to head coach Steve Sarkisian's QB pecking order for a college football playoff semifinal at the Sugar Bowl and how that affects Arch Manning. There are also questions for later, which are less defined as they would change based on whether or not Quinn Ewers returns to Austin in 2024. With Murphy out of the mix and Manning now one snap away from being thrust into duty, let's break it down. Is Manning now Ewers' backup for the Sugar Bowl? Sarkisian has not announced anything, nor is he expected to address the local media until next week, but the answer would have to be, yes, Manning will be QB2 behind Ewers for the Sugar Bowl. That doesn't mean Manning is ready to step in and play legitimate game snaps, but this is where Texas is. Manning has served as the number 3 quarterback this season, seeing action in 2 games, including 2 for 5 passing for 30 yards in his collegiate debut November 24 versus Texas Tech. Ewers and Manning aside, the other 3 quarterbacks remaining in the room, Charles Wright, Joe Tatum, and Cole Lourd, have not taken a snap this season. Wright has played in 4 career games, Tatum and Lourd have played in none. Who is number 3 with Manning being elevated to number 2 now becomes an under-the-radar topic because, if nothing else, that person will have to get some legitimate practice reps leading up to the Sugar Bowl. Beyond this season, what does the future look like for Manning? An important question that we cannot fully answer until it becomes clear what Quinn Ewers chooses to do. For starters, there is no indication that Manning is planning to transfer after one season, so for the purposes of this exercise, we will assume he returns as a redshirt freshman in 2024. The prevailing notion at the moment is that Ewers, a draft-eligible redshirt sophomore, will return in 2024. If so, barring Sarkisian diving into the transfer portal for more help, Manning is not only the backup in 2024, but the heir apparent to Ewers as the staff then gets him ready to take the reins in 2025. That's right now, though, before the Sugar Bowl gets played, not to mention potentially the CFP National Championship game if Texas beats Washington on January 1. If Ewers looks exceptional in either, or even both games, maybe the math changes and he feels compelled to enter the NFL draft. If Ewers leaves, Manning's timeline gets sped up, which would be an interesting subplot as Texas enters the SEC, but admittedly, we're getting ahead of ourselves with this plausible scenario. What Sarkisian opts to do with the rest of the position room if Ewers leaves bears watching.